Rhys, Dandeker-Bourne. I'm the regional manager at Calculated Performance, and I did football coaching and management at UCFB. So my role at Calculated Performance is I'm managing a group of 30 staff across our 6 centres across Manchester and Liverpool, as well as dealing with the membership experience, so having to deal with the day-to-day tasks of having to make sure clients got everything they need, as well as like members tops for our new clients, any merchandise we like to give out as well. It feels to have this role so early is chaotic sometimes, because you're kind of going from one ship to the other. Obviously, I did a coaching degree based on coaching, and I'm now trying to manage and lead a coaching company to try and become, if not be the best in the Northwest, and making sure we give the best quality of service. I was more focused on coaching well than myself, but now I have to make sure that as well we've got 30 coaches delivered to high standards as well. Cool. So Calculated Performance does a lot of work in the private industry, developing players in a one-to-one setting. So we primarily focus on developing players in a one-to-one group. So it's mainly focused on that bespoke kind of detail that they would need in their games. Obviously, we got a lot of players coming from environments where in group sessions they don't get a lot of detail, especially because obviously in group sessions you've got a group of 12 to 15 kids. Coaches don't tend to be able to focus on that one individual, where we, for 60 to 90 minutes, depending on the session, we get to focus on that real detail, that technical detail of receiving, passing, dribbling, trying to make sure players get a good understanding of the technique, but most importantly get a lot of repetition out of it as well. And like I said, we've got a few exciting projects coming up as well. We're launching group sessions this year, which will be, again, trying to make sure that players are still getting that technical development inside more of a group setting, where we can try and replicate a little bit more game scenario based practices. So ultimately it's just about making sure that players get what they need. Best thing about working in football is it doesn't feel like work. We have a saying in the office, it's more of a lifestyle than an actual job. So it's quite fun to be able to do something that you're quite passionate about. You get to obviously watch on TV a lot, and to be involved in it at the level we're at, with working with so many players, working from all the way lower end grassroots all the way up to academies and even professional players. It's quite exciting. Like I say, it doesn't feel like a job. It's just enjoyable every day. I enjoyed my time at UCFB, meeting lots of new people. I'm from down south, so moving from West Sussex to Manchester was a big step, and also quite big in terms of I knew nobody moving up. So meeting a lot of people quite ambitious like I was, wanting to make a career in football. So it was exciting in that aspect, meeting those people, but also even more exciting was I could actually get to speak and meet and be taught by industry leading coaches who are really good in what they do. The tutors at UCFB, especially the ones I had, and I know the ones they have currently, they're really good at what they do. They're well known of, they're well spoken about across the whole industry. As I mentioned earlier about the year 3 being a little bit more technical, tactical, recently, obviously 2-3 years ago I did my UCFB. That helped me a lot. It was a nice groundwork to kind of walk into that UCFB a little bit more ready and prepared, where you saw other people in the course kind of going, I'm not quite sure about this, where I felt quite ready. And especially with this job I'm doing currently, I think with being at university, especially at UCFB, it was a good way of just understanding the system, how football, the industry itself works, how obviously connections really matter, but the most important thing that does matter is you've got to put the hard work in for those connections then to come through for you as well. It's really important to engage with the events. It's a good way to build connections with people, whether that be other industry providers offering experience for people to come and work in, as well as just meet any guest speakers, be able to listen to any advice in the industry, and just be able to gain any knowledge valuable. I think any knowledge is valuable in this space. One piece of advice I'd give for a student looking for opportunities while at university would be just to make sure, grab it, and don't be afraid of timetables clashing, or if anything's getting in the way, make it work, because as much as university is fantastic, the experience you're going to get from going out and doing all these type of stuff, whether you're a coach, whether you're someone that's doing marketing or someone that's doing photography, camera work, whatever that looks like, go and actually do it.